Terry Bradshaw still feels Noll humiliation, doubts he'd last in today's NFL, doesn't think Brady best ever. Former Steelers quarterback says only former teammates such as Joe Green and Mel Blount witnessed humiliating incident. The current generation knows Terry Bradshaw because he's on the Fox NFL Sunday pregame show, but he was a superstar in his days as the Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback, winning 4 Super Bowls. He was an all-timer who, to this day, carries the scars of his relationship with his coach, Chuck Noll. Quote, "I got drafted by Pittsburgh by a coach that didn't want me," Bradshaw says on the latest Nothing Left Unsaid podcast released Wednesday morning. "I know that for a fact. He did not want to draft me, and the Rooneys made him draft me. So I went to an organization, a great organization, but a coach that wanted a Johnny Unitas. He wanted a guy that poured himself into the film room. He wanted a guy that was a vocal leader. And I was none of that. I'm just a player. I played by the seat of my pants. I was a feel quarterback." Noll made Bradshaw stand up on a chair, and he just tore into me because I had missed a film session because of a snowstorm that I couldn't get to Pittsburgh. I called him and said, "Hey, here's the situation." The next day, boy, it was so humiliating, and I actually ended up hating him. I can say that. I hated him. He wasn't nice to me, always condescending. I never could figure out why he even drafted me. Stuff that still, to this day, scarred me. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm bitter about it. Very bitter. I don't like being called dumb. Bradshaw different after praying to God. It seems as if Noll, on some level, broke Bradshaw. The quarterback started, then was benched, then brought off the bench, then benched again. So I just thought I was really going to be a failure. Seriously, I was a failure. I'm 5 years in the league, and I remember sitting in my apartment, and I was crying. I couldn't understand why I was crying. I'm a teddy bear anyway. I'm a real emotional guy. And I was just praying to God, help me, help me, help me handle this. I can't handle this. Help me handle this situation. It's devastating to me because I'd always been good. And now I wasn't. And I got through praying that night, and I went to bed, and I got up, and the next morning when I went to practice, I was a different person. Nothing bothered me. I was totally at peace when I got to play. Played well, and never lost the job again. Today's NFL might cut Bradshaw. Bradshaw led the Steelers to 4 Super Bowl championships after that. He is in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But he doesn't believe that career could happen in today's NFL. "I was nowhere emotionally ready for the NFL, intellectually ready for the NFL. I had way too much to learn, way too much growing up to do that," Bradshaw says. "If Terry Bradshaw that you know today went into the NFL, or if you take me from the 70s and put that Terry Bradshaw in the NFL today, I would not have made it. I'd have been cut. I'd have been out of the league by my 3rd year. That's how bad I was playing. That's how up and down my career went. And as quickly as these coaches have to win today, point made, Bradshaw doesn't think any team today would be able to wait 5 years before their quarterback finds himself." Tom Brady not the best, Terry? Now, Bradshaw is paid to give his analysis on Fox NFL Sunday. And here's one for you. He doesn't think former Patriots and Buccaneers quarterback and current Fox colleague Tom Brady was the greatest quarterback of all time. People always say Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback to ever play. Okay, is he really? Otto Graham might be the greatest quarterback to ever play. How many titles did Otto win? 10? Look it up. And Tom lost 3. I was 4-0. Joe Montana was 4-0. Brady was 7-3. 7 minus 3 is 4. 4, 4, 4. That's how I look at it. Well, if that's the way Bradshaw looks at it, he probably needs to stop mentioning Graham. I looked it up. Graham won 4 All-American Football Conference titles. That league, a competitor to the NFL, folded in 1949. In the NFL, Graham played in 6 championship games, but the Browns lost 3 of those games. So, by Bradshaw's thinking, 6 minus 3 equals 3.